Welcome, everybody, to Misfit Monday. I'm Jonny. I'm the DM for this campaign and for lists of the cast names and socials, pronouns, all that good stuff. You can check out the episode description or the chat right now. We stream Ravenloft Misfits each Monday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Please make sure to follow us, subscribe to the channel, participate in our chat, join our Discord, do all the things. If you're listening to the podcast, please consider leaving us a 5-star review. And, you know, now it's kind of a thing. Let's see what we're at. I think we passed 9,500. So,
ooh,
did we hit? Did we hit 10?
Drum roll.
No, we didn't. But we're at 9,600. Nope.
Moving on.
Continue sharing. Continue telling people. We're gonna get 10,000. It's gonna be great. We'll do something for 10,000. I'm not sure what, but I'll think of something.
Oh, we'll figure it out.
Anyways, with that, leave a 5-star review. Sponsors.
Yeah, it's my favorite time of the whole podcast, where I get to tell people about Roll20.net, the website that lets you play TTRPGs on the internet. It's a miracle. Can you even believe that this exists?
I can't.
It's too good to be true, except it's not, because it is true and it's the best. Go to Roll20.net, play all your favorite TTRPGs with all your friends. It's so easy. There's no hassle. Tons of tools, tons of maps, tons of dice, tons of fun. Roll20.net. Copyright 1995.
1995, yeah?
Yep.
Is that it?
Pretty sure that's when.
Yeah, checks out.
Yep.
Right on. Well, outside
what
of
else
Roll20, we also would like to thank Sirenscape for giving us a fantastic application to use for our campaign. It is filled with awesome sounds and ambiance that you can use for your Curse of Strahd campaign. If you are interested and you are willing to help out our stream, you could also follow the link in the episode description in the chat. And if you become a Super Siren subscriber, you can then, some of that money will actually come over to us and it'll help us keep this stream going. So do with that what you will. Mainly tell your friends and people about us. That's the best way to support us. But with that out of the way, let's recap. So, last episode 46, The Giant's Glade. You all left the winery and began your journey towards Moonshade with the help of Elvir as your guide. A chat between Katya and Beatrice occurred where Katya gave Beatrice a slightly but not so slightly passive-aggressive note with every monster she had encountered and what they could do and how she had defeated them. You then later arrived at Yester Hill where you all rested a bit. Arxes, you confirmed with Katya that if they ever felt in danger with him, that he would be willing to leave the party and drop everything. And a very awkward watch was had between Vaughn and Beatrice, but nothing else happened. And the next day, you all came to the base of the Golthias tree where you found bodies hanging and graves that surrounded it. You also noticed the sap of the Golthias tree to be very similar in color and texture to blood. Vaughn tasted it. It wasn't good. And Beatrice collected some, which she later found to be something that she could use in crafting a healing potion. The party then continued traveling, and thanks to Beatrice, you were all able to cross the Luna River due to her water walk without any obstructions. So, you then continued walking through this forest as you noticed things were becoming increasingly larger the further in you went. The trees, the plants, the animals, and the bugs, which Arxes had destroyed one of the small, not so small gnats. Whoops! We lost someone. Oh, there we go.
Rabba.
I'm here.
Sorry, I think I have it on... There we go. I don't have it on show non-video people. One sec.
Oh,
Beatrice. No, you're good. Beatrice. Nice.
Beatrice.
But after destroying this gnat and almost splattering onto Beatrice, you guys continued on, and one of the other things that happened was Vaughn tried to pull a flower, but yet that flower almost tried to eat you. And you were able to escape nimbly, but finally you had another night's rest and another half day's travel until you came to the base of a ginormous tree, the elder tree. And with no way to communicate how you needed to get up, specifically the lift, you all sent Y to go tell Sorsha that they had arrived. And so, a few minutes went by, and you all suddenly heard a man's scream as he pushed through these large bushes and began running towards each of you. You then saw two giant wolves that began chasing after him. So with that, let's roll some initiative. Change of music. All right. Oh.
Are we supposed to be on a map?
Yeah, we are not on a map.
You were not. I told you I was going to
Put
put you on the map, and I forgot to do that. However,
I want to
we're now
see
on
the
the map.
things that I kill.
it is a big map.
Oh,
So
yeah.
just keep that in mind.
Damn.
It's a very big map.
Do I
Okay.
have that thing yet as a barbarian? Probably not. Nope.
No idea
I
what
could
just happened.
try
I think
and get
rogue.
this map set up for the stream. It is going to be very small due to the absurd size of this tree.
Oh, I thought
We
it's
shall see how it looks.
Tree is thick.
I'm doing this again because I didn't select my token, but I had a 6 initially. So give me the 6 and not the 4, please. Thank you.
I had
Okay.
a 12, and mine was not selected either.
This is not what I wanted. This is the one I want.
This is not what I planned.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much where the map is gonna be for tonight, folks. 'Cause
Cool beans.
it's a little too big. Maybe I can zoom in like a little bit. Nope, I can't.
Just zoom in
Is it
on
tree?
where the action's happening.
It's because the trees is
We'll
so
tell you what's happening.
are so big.
Yeah,
Right.
it's pretty much gonna be theater of the mind, but y'all can see at least a little bit. Okay, so Arxes, you said you had a 6, not a 4. I'm
Yes,
glad you made that
indeedy.
distinction because
You know,
big
the
difference.
It could. You know, it could. you know, what if-
It could. We'll see.
what if one of
Hey, you
those-
know what?
Yeah,
It
see?
did. It did.
You see?
It did. Wow, that is incredible.
I know who I
Okay.
am.
I had a 12, not a 15. I just
Got it.
rerolled for. Oh. Gosh dang it.
There we go. Need to make
Another
that one.
dog.
No, I'm
Yeah, every
using one of
time-
them as a initiative counter.
Every time I just select a token and then get the character sheet, it's always confusing to me. Because sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see.
You're so far away.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Let's see. I can reach him with my Eldritch Blast.
And one last initiative count for Elvir. Elvir gets a natural 20.
Elvir, calm down.
Nice.
damn,
Whoa.
Elvir.
All right.
Trying to show out for...
I guess so. Okay, so with that, I think we're all squared away. So, first up is Elvir. Elvir is going to see what's happening and is going to run back because he doesn't want to get involved. He'll go
choice.
ahead and dash over to here.
I respect
Actually,
it.
he'll dash behind the trunk Okay. And that brings us to Katya, I believe. Oh, no, wait. Beatrice. Oh, right. You already got it squared away. Cool. Katya.
All right. I'm going to move forward and then. The fuck? What's the range on a heavy crossbow?
A lot.
I think it's 100 and then 300, but I might be wrong.
Let's see, I got one. Let's check here. It's 100 to 400.
Oh, 100 to 400. Well, I was right about the first one.
Okay, so I can hit the wolf 120 feet away.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very great.
Where
I'm
did
gonna
you
do
go?
that. What?
Where did you go?
Where did you go?
Where did I go? What the hell?
You're somewhere.
Katya
I
cast
turn invisible.
invisibility on
Oh,
herself.
okay, cool. Right on.
Yep.
no, there we
let's
go.
see. I was here.
Yep.
And then I went 35 that way. And then
Where the fuck? Because
I'm gonna
this
shoot
initiative
this-
counter can show me where you are. You are nowhere.
I don't know
You
what
were
the
nowhere
fuck
to be
happened,
seen.
man.
All right, whatever.
Look, I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna shoot the wolf with my heavy crossbow.
Okay,
Katya is
sounds good.
under the dog.
Okay, a 13 unfortunately does not hit.
Well,
Whoa.
that
So
but
unfortunately it misses. You load up this heavy crossbow, something you haven't really used in a very
have
long
not.
time.
I have
And
not.
it's kind of clunky. You release the arrow and it whizzes way off target.
that's to be expected. I kind of forgot I had it until
Yeah.
right before this turn. So
You also would have had disadvantage based off of how, like, over the 100 foot. So, but regardless, it would have been that 13, and
That's
it
fine.
misses.
that's all I'm doing.
Cool. Vaughn.
Hi. Yes. I'm going to movement, action, bonus action, run 120 feet.
Nice.
Okay, so what is it? 40, 40, 40?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Wow.
Which I believe, let me.
Love it.
Yeah, there would be great.
Right on.
Vaughn's just like, gotta
There you
go
go.
fast. Yeah.
That is
Yeah, I just-
fantastic.
I just book it. Full speed.
And you know what? No, I don't even like the idea of you like being full speed, like moving really
I'm
quick.
walking.
It's just you're walking. Your lanky ass fucking legs are just so long that you cover so
Yeah.
much distance so easily, and you are fucking 120 feet closer to these wolves.
Yep.
All right,
That's
Beatrice.
my entire turn.
Love it.
Right. I'll just bring the Gatling King up and I'll just go ahead and sort of testing them out, seeing what they're doing. So I'm just going to do a normal 2 shots. Is it 1 shot? It's just 1 shot.
Okay.
Against the one on the left.
The one on the left. Okay. That is
Yeah.
155 feet from you.
Yeah.
Did you want to move up or anything, or that's?
I mean, I guess I'll stroll up 25
that's
feet,
fine.
but it's perfectly within my range
Okay,
at
cool.
this
I
distance.
mean, I was just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see the shot.
1 second, let me double check this. For some reason, I'm blanking. Firebolt gets to attack. That I'm like, why do I feel like I get 2? It's because I get
Firebolt is 120 feet, I believe.
right, but I have sharpshooter, so it doubles the
Right,
range
okay.
of any
Yep.
or spell sniper.
Oh yeah. Doubles it. Got it.
Right.
Sounds good.
Which is why it's like everything is in range.
Pretty much, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, you straight shooter.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, an 8 + 1.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Damn, a natural one on that? Oh man, that's like my first natural one, I think. Okay, I'll do that, and I will go ahead and bonus action.
okay.
I'm gonna bonus action. I'm just gonna hand Cosset the cannon, but I'm not gonna activate it yet.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
So it's just on
yeah,
Cosset's
just
head.
if I choose to activate it, I will do
Sure.
it, but I'm not gonna choose anything. And then I'm gonna just send her out,
Okay.
which her range is 30-foot fly. So I
30-foot
forget,
fly.
does she get does she go on my turn and have her own movement, or does she use my movement?
So, I believe it is you. you use your bonus action to tell it to do something. And I think it's whether it's...
Yes. No, in combat, the homunculus shares your initiative, but it takes a turn immediately after yours. It can move and use its reaction on its own, but only action it's take is dodge. Yeah, unless I use a bonus action, the only action it takes is dodge.
Right, okay.
So as my bonus action, I will command her to use her action to dash. So she'll get 60 feet in the direction of the combat.
Okay, so then from you...
And she'll go up at an angle. Like I want her probably about 30 feet up from the ground.
Okay, so she'll go 30 feet, but 30 feet up as well then.
Sure.
Cool.
And she'll take off from my 25 feet forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, gotcha.
5. Yeah.
Okay, so going from there, 30 feet forward and 30 feet up. Got it. Okay. Cost set is done, and that is Beatrice's turn. It comes to the Moonshadian person that is rushing out of the bushes. They are going to use their action to dash. And they just start speaking to you in some other language. And you're like kind of taken off a little bit by just the one, not understanding what they're saying, and two, the just terror that is in their voice as well. But
as they run
rush
past,
up
I
to
just
you.
like grab him by the shoulder and keep him moving past me.
All right. That is their turn. Arxes, you were up.
I'm gonna stroll up next to, well, I guess not next to, but behind Katya, 30 feet from where I was. As this person is running past me, I'm gonna bonus action cast Shield of Faith on them to give them +2 AC.
Okay, cool. I will keep that in mind.
I was gonna say get to safety, and then he takes his sword, plants it in the ground in front of him, and Eldritch Blast.
All right. Eldritch
1 to
Blast.
each.
Eldritch Blast has a range of 120.
I got 300 because I got Eldritch Spear. You feel me?
Nice. Right on. Let's see it. Oh, I feel you. All right. All right. Let's see it.
All right. 1 to each of them.
27 definitely hits, and 18 also hits. So, do you have a preference as to who is who?
Just in order for this one
Left, right?
first, and then this one second. Yeah.
Okay. Right, left. Oh, yeah, got it. Okay. So, left one takes that 8. Right one takes that 4. All right. That is your turn?
Yep. And he just stands there with his sword like planted in the ground in front of
Sounds
him.
good. You see black flames erupting from his horns. It is now the Guardian Wolf's turns, or Giant Wolves. This one is going to, both of them are going to rush towards you, Vaughn.
Hell yeah. Hey, there's Katya.
Oh, there's Katya.
Hey, I really was under the dog.
I told you you were under the dog.
Wow.
Oh no, I just here. I'm gonna roll initiative for you again because I deleted your initiative on accident. All right, you were at 14, right?
I was at 15. Thank you.
15. Oh, I'm so sorry.
X.
So
Important.
sorry.
That was
so
my
so
shadow
sorry.
clone, actually. I should get 2
yes.
turns.
Right on. Okay.
Love it.
These dogs are gonna fuck me up.
These dogs are gonna fuck you up.
Probably.
I have not raged yet. I ran.
Oh no! And they have pack tactics.
Well, that's
It's gonna
probably
be, it's gonna be fine.
right?
You'll be okay.
You're
I got
getting
prayer
2
healing.
bites, 2 claws. 2 bites
Great.
right here.
Okay.
With advantage.
Oh yeah, nat
So
20.
that's a
Yeah,
nat
yeah,
20
yeah.
on the first one.
Okay, cool.
And I'm
cool.
going to change it to advantage. That's a 23 on the next one.
That hits.
Claw is a 24
That hits.
and a 17.
Bro,
That
what?
hits.
It was good. It's good to know you, Vaughn.
All
You
right,
know?
calculator
What's
time.
your
Had a great
'Cause I'm not
time.
about to do this.
Oh,
All right, 10 plus
Let me make some
13
strength
plus
saves
11
for you.
plus
That's a success.
Nice.
And that one's a failure. So I am prone
Okay.
to add insult to injury.
You take 55 damage altogether from this
Oh my God.
onslaught of
Cool.
teeth and claws coming. And these teeth and claws are almost the size of your arms. They are piercing
Oh, and I've got long
ripping.
arms.
These wolves are huge. They
Love
make
it.
you look small. That's their turn. It comes
Great.
back to Elvir, who is going to continue running around the tree. And Katya, you are up.
Katya with
Vaughn's
Beatrice,
cackling in the distance.
just loving getting torn to shreds. With my miss and then Arxes and like Beatrice shooting at actual like distance, I'm just gonna throw the crossbow on the ground. I'm done with that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna dash toward the wolves.
Okay. Sounds good. So you get 60 total feet towards the wolves.
I get 70. I have 35.
70,
movement.
right, because of... Right. Of course.
Nice.
And yeah, I'll Misty Step in. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna
Bonus action into the
Yeah.
fray.
Misty Step here. And oh wait, I dashed, didn't I? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Guess,
but it's a bonus action to Missy Step, so you're good.
Yeah.
Right, but I
yeah.
can't attack, is what I'm saying.
Oh, true. Well, you have your action surge.
Which I will use, and then I'm gonna hit them with my sword.
All right. Let's
It's an
see
11 hit.
An 11 does not, unfortunately.
Okay. 16?
16 does hit.
Okay, great. Let me turn off disadvantage. 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. Just double check they don't have any resistance. Okay, cool. They do not.
Better not. Okay, cool.
So, that is your turn. You have now come to aid Vaughn in the just gauntlet of attacks from these wolves.
Oh, it's
Vaughn,
so
you are now
fun.
up.
Hello, I'm going to spend half of my movement to stand up from prone, and then I'm going to bonus action rage.
Cool.
And I will roll on my wild magic table
Let's
for
see it.
that. That's going to be a 3, which is an intangible spirit that looks like a flump or a pixie, appears within 5 feet of one creature of my choice. At the end of the turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dex save or take 1d6 force damage.
Okay.
Damn it.
So I think I can put that right here.
Yeah, you
so
can.
It'll hit both of them, but
Absolutely.
not
Okay.
the two of us.
Yeah,
thought that was from
100%
you.
you can.
Yeah.
Okay,
So then
great.
they need to do dex saves?
At the end of the current turn. So I mean,
Okay.
yes, but
We'll just do
yeah.
that early. 5
Yeah.
and 14, but continue.
Yeah. They both succeed, so it doesn't matter.
5? 5 doesn't
oh.
succeed, I guarantee
Oh,
it.
right. They rolled with. I thought they were rolling with advantage.
Oh, no, they don't have advantage on this. So 5 and 14.
Okay. Then one takes 5 points of damage,
Okay.
of force damage.
And then the other one, does it take half?
No.
No. Okay, got it.
No.
Cool.
No effect.
All right.
Cool. And then I am going to reckless attack because they already have advantage on me, so it doesn't really matter if I do
Sure.
or not. And I'm going to reckless attack the one that just got hit with the
Good point.
explosion.
Okay, which is the left one?
Wonderful. Does a 14 hit?
14 does not.
Okay, great.
unfortunately.
Then I'll attack again, I suppose.
Okay,
I would still get sneak attack, correct?
correct.
Great. It's a 15 hit.
just hits.
Love it.
So you do that
Incredible.
17 damage. Nice.
Yeah,
Okay. That is your turn?
that is my turn.
Awesome. Beatrice, you are up.
Okay. I am going to realize I moved too quickly and have, as a bonus action, I'm going to have her come back to me
Okay.
and ready. She's going to, she can't do anything right now, but I'm going to go ahead and Scorching Ray. I'm going to go ahead and Scorching Ray the one to the right.
Okay, got it.
And I'm not going to upcast it. I'll just cast it regular.
Okay, sounds good.
So it's
That hits. That one hits. 16, 16, and another 16.
Jesus.
triple
Wow.
16.
Nice.
How?
Wow.
Mathematically,
Nice.
That is
how?
amazing.
So
they
each
both
of
die?
those, is that
Gotta be good luck.
correct?
Arcane Firearm
Okay,
only
so the
applies
first
to
one
one,
is
right?
yeah. So the first
Okay.
one is going to be 17 points of damage,
17.
and then it's just 6 and 12.
then 12. Wow. Okay. And then another 12. That one is looking extremely hurt.
Okay, and then I will use my movement to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more forward. Could we assume that my little lady came down to me up here, so I'm not like running past her. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
My little lady.
All
She's
right.
my little lady.
So, with that, you begin to see something coming from above. But instead of me describing it, Devan, why don't you describe it?
Yay.
Hey!
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Woo! Welcome back to the table. So, what do they
Thank
see?
you. What they see, well, it's actually what they hear first.
Oh.
It's a very loud screech of a bald eagle.
Ooh.
And from above, swooping from the top of the trees, you see it come down. And right by Katya, it turns into Sorsha.
Woo! Sorsha is back.
Yay.
Nice.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Sweet. Okay. So that was your bonus action to switch back. You still have your action.
Yeah, that, and as soon as I land, I'm going to hit that wolf with the Blood Spear of Kavan.
Awesome. All right, let's see it.
Be a good roll for the first.
First
Yay!
roll back.
Yay!
Awesome. 19 definitely hits. Dealing that, you are doing your one-handed or two-handed?
Two-handed.
Two-handed. Okay, so it's going to be that 7, but there's some decent damage. It is looking pretty bad at the moment.
Good for us.
That is your turn. Sorsha is back in the party.
Yeah.
And now it is
Hell
the
yeah.
Moonshadian who is going to keep running, dashing towards the base of the tree. Arxes, you are up.
I move forward
Okay.
another 30 feet, which I did not measure out just yet.
It's all good here.
If I can.
Right there, 30.
Yeah. Thank you,
Cool.
thank you.
No worries.
And whichever one looks the worst, I'm gonna shoot both Eldritch Blasts at it. His
Okay.
eyes light up again. Just
The left one looks to be the worst at the moment.
awesome sauce. We love to see it.
21,
Ooh.
natural 1. But the 9 damage from the 21 definitely deals some pretty significant damage. It is looking extremely hurt. But it is... Go ahead.
And no, that's all I do. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it is now their turn. So. One of them is going to do its prancing pounce, where it is going to jump high into the air and then slam into the ground. I need Sorsha, Katya, and Vaughn to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I have advantage on those.
Cool.
At 20.
Wow.
23's all around.
Everybody got a 23. What is up with the rolls today? This is crazy.
It's a great time.
Okay.
It's all
One of
fun
them
and games till it's triple sixes.
Jumps down,
It's all Devan.
slams into the
Ross,
ground,
good
but all
luck.
of you are ready. And does nothing. It is going to use its bonus action to do 1 bite attack. Or actually, it has to be a prone creature, so it doesn't do anything. The other one is going to, you see, as it's about to bite into you, Vaughn, the one on the right, you see it just like look past you and then just begin backing away and start running.
Oh, little bitch. Can I attack it?
You can. It's not doing an opportunity attack, or I mean,
It's not
disengage action.
disengaging?
So you do get an opportunity attack.
Okay. This does not have sneak attack on it. Because I do not have advantage on it while it runs, I presume.
Check reckless because I think it's the end of your turn, but it might be
the
like
hell
the
is
whole round. I
reckless?
don't know. Well, it wouldn't get sneak attack because it's a
No.
reaction anyways, but outside of reckless.
No, it doesn't. It wouldn't.
Okay, so then yeah, it would just be a regular attack.
Yeah, doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attacks using strength this turn.
Okay, so then it wouldn't be for the reaction, but
Okay, hurt.
you do get a regular attack.
I will stab.
13 unfortunately
does not hit.
does not hit. Yeah, so it is booking it away. And its normal movement is 60. So it is going to run 120 feet away. You feel it rushing away from you as the ground pounds with each of its paws hitting it. It is like gone now. That is not an actual position, just so you know. You can still hit it, Arxes, but it's 120 feet off.
I'm just making sure, you know?
Sure. I get you. This one, after doing its prance, is going to see the other one go and is going to turn back and then just start running as well. This one does not have an opportunity or it's not doing a disengage as well. So, Sorsha and Katya, you both have opportunity attacks if you would like to take them.
You know I do.
Katya would.
I don't.
Love it.
That means that bitch isn't moving, right?
Katya,
Not going anywhere.
Sentinel.
how would you like to do this?
There's no cool way to kill a wolf running away from you. I feel like I would just... I don't know. I just like clip its legs and make it like...
Damn. All right. What do you want from me? I don't
You
know.
make it suffer in its last
You're the one that
moments.
attacked it.
You're the one that asked and made me come up with something. I'm not gonna stick
Absolutely.
my
I have
sword
lost
up its
stuff.
ass or something.
Absolutely. do the pig from Bloodborne.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I'm not.
Well, you clip onto its legs and it falls to the ground with a yelp. And knowing that this is not something that you would like to keep alive and in pain, you go around and you stab into its skull to end its life early.
Mercy kill it.
However, let me ask this, because now it is them
Problem
and
solved.
you. Is there anybody that would like to shoot the running wolf? And by that, I mean Beatrice and Arxes, yeah.
I would
Beatrice,
love to.
you are the first up oh, we lost Extell.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. Devan's the one that's off a little bit. Here. Oh no, now it's everybody. Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely. I'm gonna burn another scorching ray on him.
There we are.
So
Now we're
that's 3
back.
attacks.
Okay, Scorching Ray.
14 doesn't hit.
14
I don't
does
think.
not. Oh, and you have Spell Sniper, that's right. 21
21
does.
feet.
And that'll take that 15 and
15
15. Okay.
Plus 3, so 18 additional points of damage to that one.
It is still alive. So that brings us to Arxes.
I
Arxes.
move forward to keep it
Okay.
in range for the next round.
Okay.
I move 25 feet forward.
Arxes, are you going to try and shoot this running
it's-
away wolf?
It's running away.
It is running away.
He's throwing my
Arxes,
psychic daggers.
Arxes will take his sword out of the ground and stow it.
Okay.
And then you see his eyes dissipate with the energy, and I'm not going to do anything this round. I'm just going to wait
Vaughn,
and hold my action.
you said that you would be able to throw a psychic dagger?
I believe. I don't want to run that far away. Can I see what they were running from? They looked behind me.
Go ahead and do a perception check.
Oh, famously very wise. Oh.
19, you look behind you. Nothing.
It's just Beatrice. And then I not like nodding like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Would you like to run in and throw a dagger or no?
No.
Okay. Beatrice, you have a range of 240?
240.
Okay. So with that, they would have gone by now. They would have been at least 240 feet away
Let me check
from
one
just
thing.
this position. So you would have to go, you would have to be here in order to get a shot.
I do have what's it called? Where is it? I have a another gun
Okay.
that is. Let me check the range on it.
Bad news.
Yes.
No. Oh no, it's just a crossbow. It only has a feet up to 90. So if they're outside of 240, I can only move 25 more
They
feet
just
forwards.
got out of 240 right now.
1, 2, 3,
So yeah.
4, 5. So even if I'm there, they're out of range.
Yeah, because they ran from this position right here. So they would have been 240 feet away from that position. So
Right.
unless you were here, you wouldn't be able to get in range.
Got it.
So with it gone, quiet comes over the forest again. Rain coming down. But Sorsha is here. Sorsha has just joined the party.
Hooray.
And you have a new mysterious person with you as well.
Why do I feel like this is like a reverse opening to the thing? Of like dogs chasing a bad man instead of people chasing a bad dog.
So as soon as it gets like quiet, Sorsha's just gonna shriek and like jump at her and knock her over.
Of course.
No, Katya like scoops you up and like does this, like spins around in a big hug.
Oh my god, what are you doing here? When did you get here? Why are you here? This is great. I'm so happy.
We're here to get you. We came from the winery. We got, and I like point like way over across the thing at Elvier.
Giant roots, like towering walls, just come out of the ground in multiple different places. And coming out from one of them, you see Elvier and this other person right behind him. And then Elvier sees you, and then just books it running. And then, like, halfway through, he's like, you can see he's getting winded because it's so far away, but he runs up to you, and then he finally comes and hugs you. Not as hard as Katya.
Oh yeah, kisses all over.
Kisses
things
all over it.
and- all over.
Okay, so just to be clear, I kind of followed you, but I brought them because I knew where to go.
I don't even get it now. Be mad about it
Okay, and then you go back to hugging. And
Arxes is slowly walking up at this point, and I feel like he gets there by now.
yeah.
And then where's Beatrice? Is she just like chilling there? Or?
Beatrice averted her eyes and is like checking her gun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up and hug Beatrice. I don't even fucking care.
Hello.
I'm gonna go
It is
over.
so good to see you.
I'm gonna go over and make sure Vaughn's okay. Like, hey, are you?
There's a large portion of my side missing. It's kind of fun. Do you want to stick your hand in my ribs?
I will have to pass.
I peel back some of my.
Does that hurt? Are you going to be okay?
And hurts incredibly.
But like, I can never tell with you. Is that like normal, or do we need to be?
This is concerning. I like kind of like snake my own hand, kind of like up into my like open wound.
Okay, come on. All right, and I'm gonna try and like help them up and like give them a shoulder and start limping them back over toward the group so we can get them healed.
I fully like drape. Like
that's fine. I just kind of drag you along the thing.
Very
Sorsha.
light, very easy to move.
Oh,
we have
Sorsha.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Sorsha. We have a new friend for you to meet.
This is
Come
fun.
here.
They're very cool.
I like look up at Vaughn. I'm like, you're going to like this, I promise you. And I like
And then
drag
I'm just
them over
gonna-
together.
Is Vaughn's hand still like in their rib cage?
Yeah, like snaked up and out.
I'm not even gonna say a word, and I'm just gonna like try and look under the rib cage where the hand's going, and then just like look and be like, do you do that all the time, or is it like just right now?
I don't usually have my rib cage fully open by a dog.
Oh, yes, well.
Other
Fair.
things sometimes, yes, but not usually a dog.
Are you dead?
No,
You're not dead.
no.
Okay.
I believe I think the correct way to say it would be that I'm all fucked up.
Well, I mean, we all are. I've killed my father, so I'm a little fucked in the head too. But
I
it's
killed
okay.
Arxes killed my mother.
Oh,
In a good way.
Well, she was like a raging bog witch or something.
The bog witch, the witch that stole Evler's family.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yes.
That's why we were fighting.
That's all
That's
taken
my
care of
mummy.
now.
Yeah.
And that
Mummy
was
dearest.
your mother.
Yeah, we can talk more about it. When we are not in danger of being attacked by giant wolves, and I slap a hand on Vaughn and I give you like 15 hit points.
My hand like pops out of my own chest and it seals back up.
Your hand presses
apologies.
through a layer of skin.
Strahd von Zarovich.
Oh,
Right.
hold on.
So this is Vaughn. Vaughn, this is Sorsha. And I yeah. We know.
He starts doing numbers and connecting, and then we look at Katya and go,
What? What?
What?
What?
Okay, Arxes, it's so good to see you. And
Yeah.
I shake his hand.
It's just, I'm okay with a hug if you want to. It's
Are
totally
you-
fine.
And
Yeah.
I just full on body slam him.
Oh gosh. Okay. No. Yeah. Didn't expect that. No, but it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. No. Yeah. Where did you come from? What was up there? I'm here. I hear there's a place. There's people up there.
There's so many people up there. There's people that live in trees, actually live in the tree. And then there's a couple different layers where there's certain fanes that are there, and they have leaders for it's so cool. You should totally come up.
Okay, but how is the question? Because we were trying to figure that out right before.
There's an elevator
But what?
in the elevator.
What's an elevator?
Oh, you'll see. It's so cool.
Is that a really long magic stairs?
I think that's called an escalator.
You're saying all kinds of crazy words. So
now.
Yeah.
why don't you just lead the way? Let's get out of here before.
Yes,
they
come
have
on,
them,
come on.
and where I come from, but I've never seen any here. So it's just 20 years. It's just, you think you'd see one if there were.
It's very innovative here. You'll totally gonna love it.
Okay. All right.
Vaughn.
And my mother's here.
Oh wow, the one that called you. Okay, let's do it.
Vaughn,
Fantastic.
you hooking your arms into your ribs after Arxes is healing. You see that your skin is starting to form back. You are taking all of those hit points of health. Feel very good now.
Okay.
However,
Oh.
not you specifically, just in general, just something that happens. You see coming from the wall of roots, the person that had kind of stayed back to gauge what was going on is clutching onto their side. You can see a little bit of blood, and they're walking out. And Sorsha, you would understand this as well as Elvir. Hi. My name is Cole.
Are you
You're
okay,
not from
Cole?
here, are you?
None of them are. But are you need of some healing? I've got. I could help a little.
It's nothing.
Oh, okay. And then as soon as he says it's okay, I just heal him.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, he takes the healing, and it's not much. It's only a couple hit points, so I would say that
Oh, okay.
you heal him back up. I mean, 11 fucking hit points for sure. Healed all the way. But yeah, he takes his hand off. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat trick, huh?
Yeah, you're like one of the magic types.
Yeah, you should see what else I can do.
I would love to. I'm glad you got the body. I was actually out hunting those. Well, one of them, and then both of them attacked me. So we can
That
bring it back
explains
to the temple, and I can introduce each of you to Claudia. You'd like? Oh,
I've met
here.
Claudia, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think you've been in the temple at least once.
At
Just
least
to like
once, yeah.
kind of take a look, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they should probably meet Claudia too, but
Oh, you've met Claudia.
I've been here for a little while. Where have you been?
Out hunting?
Ah, well, that explains it. I've been here for a while, so.
Oh, okay.
Go on ahead. We'll grab the carcass, and then we'll be right there.
I'll call the lift.
Oh, that's perfect.
Thank you. You seriously, I owe you all my life, so I will put in a good word with Valtor and Claudia and all them. Anyways, yes, I'll see you soon.
Oh.
And he begins walking back towards the base of the tree.
Don't worry about it.
He just like looks back.
It's fine.
What did that person say to you?
Those were a lot of words that were just said.
Yeah, so I take it none of you speak through Dig. That's okay. So basically he said he was out hunting those wolves, and then he got attacked, and he asked us to bring the body in. Can we do that? Yeah, dude, just pick it up.
I'm gonna try to just pick it up.
Vaughn, as strong as you are, this thing
Can I
is. Yeah, sure. You can.
We
with
lift it
teamwork, you
together?
can definitely pick it. Well, I mean,
Lift with
yeah,
your
I
legs.
guess you could pick it up. It's a lot easier to drag it. But
Sure.
you could lift it if you want.
I could be of assistance on that. I'll go ahead and I can cast levitate on it.
Oh.
Oh,
As long as it's not above 500 pounds.
I mean,
The thick dog.
It is a thick dog.
big.
When
Even
I was
normal sized dogs can be like above 200.
yeah, I would say
No.
it's definitely
Okay,
over
that's fair.
500. So you would know that
Fair.
before you cast levitate.
Sure.
Yeah, I was thinking initially like 1,000, something close to that.
Well, how much does a horse weigh? Isn't a horse like 1,000 or 100 pounds? 500 pounds?
Something like that.
Horses are
Let's see.
thick.
I don't know.
Horses are wild. They can be like 1,000.
930?
Oh, yeah, they're like 900 pounds. Yeah.
Jesus.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so this thing is definitely pushing over maybe a ton at this. Like,
Thick
this thing is
dog.
bigger than a horse. Probably by, yeah, it'd probably be like 2 tons. This thing is like, you'd be able to drag it, maybe not pick it up.
Okay.
I could still help if you would like me to make it smaller.
That would work.
Yeah,
Elephants?
that would be the best, actually.
That would actually be great
An
for us.
African bush elephant is 13,000 pounds.
Oh my
Sounds like
god.
me after
Damn.
Thanksgiving.
I gotta go.
It'll enlarge reduce only lasts for about a minute. Is it more useful to do it now or while we're going up on the lift?
No. We could just run over there and drop it. Actually, will the thing be able to hold it is the question.
Well, he was planning on carrying it up anyway, right? So it's probably able to.
I assume
it
on the
up.
lift by itself it wouldn't be a problem. So I'll cast enlarge reduce on it so it goes from being whatever size it was to one size
Huge
smaller.
to large now.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's at least easier to drag.
It's reduced. Its weight
Thank
is
you.
reduced by 1/8.
Okay, so it's
Every bit helps. I'll take it.
2,000. I would say that it's probably, I mean, the fact that an elephant is 13,000 pounds is probably around like 10-ish.
Jesus.
So we'll say that it takes down that 2,000 and you guys are able to pull it.
Yeah.
Regardless,
Put
you
your
guys
backs
are able
into
to
it.
Well,
pull
we're
this
strong.
wolf
Okay.
closer
Yeah,
towards the base
all
of the
three of us
tree.
will do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
see that
Like that.
you
Sorry,
see that
didn't-
this person is just standing right next to the base of the tree. You could see a few hanging vines that they are currently holding on to one, pulling it.
How the fuck
and
was this guy gonna hunt this thing that on his own?
You know,
There's some strong druids out here,
people
man.
are
What are they
little out of their
feeding these
league.
druids?
By the grace of Stradvan Zarovich, that's how.
Damn,
So
it's in the water.
by only a few minutes later, one sec. Grab my note.
How dare you?
I know I'm terrible. I get
As
it.
soon as we get to the top, I pop a divine sense. Just
Yeah. Are these people going to kill me or stare at me like I'm a little freak?
maybe both. Who knows?
All right.
Paul is definitely
I don't
looking.
think so. Well, I mean, like everyone's a little weird to them. They've been stuck in this tree without any interaction with anybody else for a really long time. I think you're
Oh,
pretty cool.
That's like me in the cage.
What?
What?
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
It's a later thing. So when we're done with whatever this is, type
I
of
just
thing.
have so many questions.
Are we all going to sleep in this dog together?
You'll get used to it. No,
You know,
we-
it's
Now I
actually
have
pretty
more
warm
questions.
sometimes. You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do when it's
Vaughn,
cold
I've
out.
been meaning to tell you this for a while. Actually, you don't have to sleep in dogs anymore.
I haven't been. I've been very uncomfortable.
It's
Usually I sleep in goats.
One question answered and more came up.
we're gonna get you a bed, okay? And you're gonna be living the high life. You're gonna love it.
It's gonna be fantastic.
Promise.
Question, Sorsha: do all of the people that live up here only speak the language that you have spoken to that person?
I'm going to say yes to that, but Johnny?
The answer is yes.
Well,
Yes,
shit.
that is correct. I mean, like I said, they don't have any interaction with anyone
they-
outside of.
Do they speak Sylvan?
Good to know.
I don't think so.
Do they perhaps speak Infernal?
I
I'm
would
gonna
say
I'm
you
gonna
would
say something in Infernal.
Do an intelligence check, Vaughn, because I
Me?
think
Oh.
Vaughn, you speak
Yeah.
Druidic, so you got it. Elvir's got it. Vaughn, Sylvan is
Pretty close, yeah.
enough to where you could probably pick
Yeah.
up this
Actually-
and that, but
I'm going to use one of my psionic knack
Okay.
dice to roll a d6.
okay.
And if that gets me to a 10, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Use them
How
all.
about a 12?
A 12. Okay.
Let
Thankfully,
me talk to
Make
them.
it work.
you were able to pick up bits and pieces. It's gonna be tough, and you could do it on your own, but it would take a while, and you would have to have the patience of the person actually talking to you.
Okay.
But you can definitely pick up bits and pieces as people are talking around you. Get like a general idea rather than more specific details.
How close is Undercommon?
Undercommon is nowhere close.
Cool beans.
Nowhere, anywhere.
I got
What
Infernal
do I
and
speak?
Undercommon under my belt. I swear
I've got,
that's where
I've
I'm
got
at.
Infernal.
I've got.
No.
I have Infernal too, and Giant and Elvish.
I've got Elvish.
Yeah.
I've got
and
Elvish as well.
Draconic.
I think I know 2 languages. Okay, guys.
No. All of those languages.
Oh, I know Sylvan, too.
Yeah, Sylvan would be like the closest one.
What about Thieves Can't?
Oh, Thieves can't totally. 100%. Yep.
Okay.
Like thieves.
Easy.
The crow flies at midnight. You understand?
Yes, of course. So, about maybe 10 minutes go by until from high above, you see from high above through the misty ground floor, you can see a large, very large wooden platform that comes closer and closer into view. Atop it, you are able to see 2 massive gears that are being operated by 2 people. They're feeding vines through them, allowing the lift to ascend and, in this case, descend. But it stops about 200 feet above. And you see the 2 people atop it looking down to each of you. One of them yells in Druidic, "What are you all? What are you doing here?"
It's me, Sorsha. Jepko. Me and my mother have been here for a while.
Oh.
I've been all around. These are my
And
friends.
you see Cole. Gale, let them on. They helped me out. And now that you see both of them together, you can see that there is definitely a striking similarity between the 2 of them. They seem to be brothers. or siblings, rather. And you see Kale looking down. All right. And as you see them back away from the edge of this lift, the lift begins coming down closer and closer to the ground. So, you saved Cole's life. Come on. We'll come back for the wolf. And we'll bring some help too.
That is a good idea because it was very heavy for them. I didn't carry it, but they did a really good job bringing it here.
You see,
and then I'll just turn to everyone. He said we could go up.
You see the other person, this female, looking very warm and friendly, shade of amber and brown curly hair, looks towards each of you and says, "Welcome." But in Druidic.
They don't know Druidic. I'm sorry. She said hello, guys.
Oh, okay. And she immediately steps off the lift and starts going around and giving hugs to people. Even you, Vaughn. It seems like it's a very similar person to Sorsha. Just this friendly person that's walking around and then pats you and then walks around giving hugs to
More
people.
prepared this time. I put out a very pointed hand for a handshake.
Puts out a hand and shakes yours.
We'll give him an awkward
Taps it
hug
with
than
her other
last
one.
time.
Only people I know can hug me.
Taps your
She
shoulder.
shakes it like this.
And then turns back towards the lift and grabs onto the vines and then looks towards Kale, who is this scruffy, whiter person. They have just dirty clothes, just completely caked in dried mud, fresh mud, and you can see like green ooze coming from his hair, their hair, sorry. And they have this like really big bushy beard with just one gray hair that curls out. And you can see that Cole actually walks up and says, "Your gray hair is showing." And he kind of like takes a second to put it back inside so that you can no longer see. Shut the fuck up. And then goes back towards the gear.
I knew that word.
Indeed you did. And at that, they all begin pulling onto these vines where you see these gears turning and the lift rising into the air.
That word's the same in every language.
So is the lady, my kindred spirit, is that Careza?
No, that is Gwyneth.
Gwyneth.
Ultra?
Okay.
Yep. No.
That's her. That's the one.
That's the one.
Same person.
Same person. Gwyneth
Is
Paltrow.
goop a magical item?
Yes. Green goop specifically. Keep on hitting my mic. Sorry,
Does
everybody.
did my divine sense pick up? I know they're probably not celestial or infernal or whatever or undead, but I am trying to figure out if this place is consecrated or desecrated.
From this distance, you definitely get some sort of like, it's a different tinge of holy, like consecrated. The tree itself feels holy, but it's not like a divine type of holy. It's like a nature-based. It has like a dirt taste in your mouth, almost. There's something about this, but it's not evil by any means. It's not desecrated. But it definitely feels there's something going on here.
Sorsha,
Yes.
is this place home to some sort of... It's not. The only word I can compare it to is a god or a deity of some sort.
Oh, yes, several.
Several, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Do they live here? Do they just walk among the people? Where are they?
Well, I mean, that is a very good question that I cannot answer because I've only been here for like 3 days. But let's just say that this entire tree is very sacred.
Feels that way, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a good secret, like not like a I don't know, a bad secret. It's just just a community of people that have been able to live among the Fanes.
I'm going to pretend like I know what that means and agree with you.
Okay, cool.
Although I did not sense any malice in this place, so.
No, I can't imagine that you would. Well, when we get to where we're going to be resting, and then I can ask all of my questions to Van, I will be happy to tell you more about the Fanes.
I
Sure.
have some questions too.
I could probably see if they have a pamphlet or something that I could give you.
I'm sure I wouldn't be able to read it anyway. Do they write in Common or Infernal?
That is a very good point.
Do
No.
they have a picture book?
Oh, what we could do, Van, is that we could take the pamphlet and then we can make it where like the pictures like pop up. Do you think that would be fun?
I would enjoy that quite a bit.
Okay, I already love you. Let's go.
All the while, you just see the other 3 people that don't know anything that you're saying is just staring at you, like, kind of like looking at each other and then looking back, but
Are they
continuing
looking
to
at
do their
Vaughn?
job. No, it doesn't seem like they're looking. Gwyneth does not look like she's staring at Vaughn. Kale, they look like they're kind of looking a little bit towards Vaughn every once in a while, but Vaughn's not able to see because they'll like return to doing their their job. Cole is kind of just looking around and just kind of glad that he's fucking alive at this point. Doesn't seem to be paying attention to anybody in particular. But the lift continues rising through the mists, and you all begin to see a beautiful view of the valley. True magnificence. A lens of Barovia that you've never seen before. You see the tall trees and even taller mountains to the east. To the north, you're able to see the Gultheus tree on Yester Hill, though it looks much smaller compared to the Elder Tree. And just past that, you're able to see the mist-covered lands of the Wizard of Wines, and just barely in view, you're able to see the walled gates of Kresk. As you all take in this beautiful sight, the lift finally begins to pass massive branches of this tree. Yes, Katya.
What's the mist situation up here
It's
like?
past the mist. You are completely out of the mist. It is this thing that clings to the ground, but as you go up, it's gone, giving you that clear view that you're able to see 80 miles.
Fascinating.
Even past the wall?
Past
Like the mist wall?
No. You guys are on the opposite side of the tree, so you're not able to see the mist. Well, you're able to see 2 different, like a corner of the mist wall, so you're able to see just as it continues past the Elder Tree on your guys' as you're looking out, it would be on your right. You can't see through it. You can definitely see it. But as you all take in this beautiful sight, you begin passing through these massive branches of the tree. And moments later, you come to a large platform that has been built into the trunk of the tree and surrounds it in a circular form. One of the branches, massive enough to accommodate buildings and a large stagnant pond down its middle. It reaches out towards the northeast, and you see people walking upon the branch and this town's central platform. Some minding their own business, but many staring at the strange people that are now arrived at Moonshade, but it continues forward. Beatrice?
Can I, using my knowledge of wood carving, identify how old these structures are?
Sure, go ahead and do a perception check as you're kind of like going by it.
Is it not based on my proficiency in wood carving? Wouldn't it be that?
I guess you're going right next to it. I was just saying in terms of being able to get a good look at it instead of like being near it, because knowing you could see wood from far away, but you can't see like how old it is. But from where you are, I would say do a perception check just based off of being able to see it, and then we would go to the.
Well, I'm also happy to wait until I have like a sample of the craftsmanship nearby.
Yeah, we can
I
do
assumed
that.
I could like see it pretty close up, but yeah.
You can even see the lift if you'd like to check that, but I'm imagining you're wanting to see structures.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I can wait and make the roll later.
Sure, sounds good. But you continue rising higher up. You see above you another platform encompassing this trunk, similar in size and shape. You also find another gargantuan branch reaching out to the southeast, mimicking the size and shape of a small road with many other smaller roads branching off from it. Built upon this branch, you see more homes and structures with people walking around. And then the lift finally continues to the top platform, where you see another trunk-encompassing platform and yet another colossal branch that has a bit of an incline to it, reaching towards the southeast, towards the mountains. This one has buildings and homes built into it, creating a community here as well. And at the center of this platform, on the trunk, you see a small set of stairs that circles up about 30 feet up onto a small platform where you see an entryway entering the trunk itself. Many people seem to be waiting to use this lift to travel from one to another of these levels, but Cole walks off, looking back to their sibling and Gwyneth and saying, "Here, come." A few minutes go by until you finally see the end of this inclined branch. Beatrice, you are now close enough, so you could go ahead and do the wood carving tools. Check.
This should roll correctly. This would be an intelligence, correct?
Yes. 26.
26.
This tree is older. These structures specifically, some of them are newer, some of them are older. The oldest are decades, but you can see that there are centuries-old pieces. But the tree itself, you're getting this idea that with all of these structures and the wood that they've used, they've probably renovated quite a few times. It might even be older than Strahd.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. So
the architecture, does it remind me of anything I've seen outside of Barovia? Or is it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So, following Cole, a few minutes go by until you reach the end of this inclined branch. Just before it, you see a large rustic log cabin with sloped roofs and a large stone chimney rising from the center of this roof. The entrance of this structure is a set of double doors made from thick, dark wood and carved with intricate hunting scenes. Cole leads you in, opening the door, where you then see this large main hall with a high ceiling and roaring fireplace. The hall is decorated with mounted animal heads, hunting trophies, and various hunting tools and weapons. And on either side of the hall, you see hallways that have several doors, leading you to believe that there are rooms made available for any hunters to rest. And one of the more notable things is the large statue that stands at the center of the hall. This statue depicts a woman with wavy hair that comes out and away from her head in thick curls. Breaching from her hair, you see antlers that outstretch far beyond typical antler size, creating a powerful yet intimidating image. And from the statue, you see her right arm is a skeletal arm that holds an animal skull, while her left arm holds a spear at the ready. Sorsha, do a perception check.
Is it
Sorry,
possible
Ashley,
that I
does he
know
see
who this
anything?
is?
No. We've already established that, and I will explain why.
Got it.
18. Sorsha, you might have missed it before, but this time, you're looking at the Huntress, the mountain fane. And that spear is very familiar.
Is it my blood spear of Kavan?
It is your blood spear of Kavan. At the very end of the hall. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna point at the spear and be like,
Yeah.
look at this, Kavan.
You see, Cole is like kind of taken aback by it, but one of the other things that you see at the very end of the hall is a bar with a woman behind it adjusting a mounted weapon, a huge great axe that's almost taller than she is. She has vibrant brown skin, dark black dreaded hair, and wears large furred boots and a belt that holds a dagger and a long sword. Atop her shoulders, she wears a bearskin coat, which would normally make somebody look very small in this, but underneath it, you see these massive muscles, and quickly realize that the great axe she is moving is most likely hers. As you enter, Cole looks towards the spear and then looks back at you, Sorsha, and says, "Huh. That's interesting. Claudia! Claudia, you should definitely come and look at this." And you see she turns around and a big smile shines on her face and she says, "New friends. Wonderful. I'm glad to meet each of you. I am Claudia, the head priest of this temple. Can I get anything for you to drink?"
All of us looked towards Sorsha, I assume.
I feel like we all just like,
Oh, yeah.
Cole's like, they don't speak Druidic.
This is Claudia. She is the head priest here. Are you thirsty? Anyone thirsty?
sure, I'll give you something to drink.
You
Wow.
sing the nodding heads. She makes her way back towards the bar. And for the rest of the session, let's just assume that Sorsha is doing the translating and interpreting and all that
Thank
stuff.
you. That would be
because,
great. Yeah.
But
What did she say?
putting that aside, you are now within the Temple of the Huntress. Cole looks at you and says, "So, where'd you get the spear?"
Well, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. I'm just kidding. I took it off my father's dead body. Yeah, okay.
You killed your father.
Oh, you got that, did you? Okay. It is a long story, but in the end, Kavan called out to me, and here he is.
Kavan.
Yes,
The Kavan.
He's like my best friend. There's like Katya, and then there's Kavan.
I got Katya's first. Yeah.
I was gonna, like, if she didn't say that, I was gonna be like,
And then everyone else is-
probably not that dramatic, but like a little look.
Claudia. She's best friends with Kavan, and you see her just like stop pouring a drink, looking over, and then finally like sees the spear
Oh, hello.
and continues pouring.
This is so fun, you guys. This is so good.
Sasha, it was my understanding that you're a nature tap. But if this is a temple, are there holy folk here?
Well, I guess technically Claudia is a holy folk. She is the main priest of the Huntress. This is the temple of the Huntress.
Like,
Am I supposed to know who that is?
Oh, that's right. You don't know anything about the fiends. Okay. So let's get drinks first, and then I can tell you the story about the fiends.
Perfect.
Sure.
Drinks are brought over,
Mm-hmm.
and Claudia's like, food? Food?
Hungry guys?
Yeah.
We're
Hungry?
getting low, so you
Yes.
might not be able to get a lot, but food?
Whatever you
bring
got
it.
is fine.
There's like a giant wolf body down at the base of the tree that should make a good food. Just so you know, so you don't have to worry how much you're feeding us.
Just starts turning around, continuing to laugh.
Yeah. Wolf is sometimes hard to eat. It's a lot of muscle.
That's
Oh, yeah.
true.
A little
Arxes.
gamey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vaughn leans kind of like down near your ear and just goes, can the same person be two people's best friends? Is that an option?
Yeah?
I'm like whispering into like Arxes' ear.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, you seen?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can have many. I had actually quite a few. I had 4. 4.
That's so
Yeah.
many. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. You can have as many best friends as you want. Yeah.
You're my best friend, Arxes.
You know what? You're my best friend too.
Starts crying.
Oh. You don't have to. Okay, it's fine.
Do you want this?
No, you drink it, and it's fine.
A little goopy.
Yeah, here's. I just hand over one of the other mugs of drinks. Take that. Let's take a drink as friends. The toast. Smash your drinks together. Not too hard. Don't break them. Okay. There, and then he just chugs it.
Down the whole thing. What is it? What are we drinking?
This is a
Green goo.
It's green goop. That's exactly what it is. No,
Sweet
let's see.
grass.
What I guess it would be
Blended
would-
grass.
blended
Some
grass.
protein. It's a smoothie.
It's grass that's been
Delicious.
fermented. No, leaves that have been fermented. That's what it is. Now, it's
Earthy.
actually not bad. It seems that it's not wine, so that's different for most people. It's I would say like a mead type of drink where
That's the best. That's the best
they
answer
have
you could
they
have
have
given.
they would have a lot of honey here. And yeah, definitely nice little
Arxes
mead.
drinks it and he looks at it. He's like, I haven't had this in over 20 years. More.
Claudia comes out with a bunch of plates, smaller portions on them, and she just looks over to Sorsha. Once the wolf comes, I got you. And then sees the empty cup, looks up. Just
I'm
continues.
sorry.
And she's gone.
Do you have anything red? Maybe a wine or like a
She just
red. And she does like the super problematic thing where she just overpronounces it slower. Like she thinks it'll translate somehow. Because she's that kind of person.
Sorsha's just
No.
loving this interaction, not even like translating.
She wants blood?
no,
She's like tapping her vein.
Mm,
Red.
no.
I really hope Beatrice gets a
Mead.
cup of wolf blood.
Mead
I'm
brings
sorry.
back a cup of mead.
Excellent.
Red.
Arxes looks at you, Beatrice, and is like, yeah. And just keep. He wants him to keep coming. He hasn't had this in 20 years.
I just passed my drink
Nostalgic.
over to
And
Arxes.
they do. Cole pretty much says like, they have done enough for me. Put it on my tab, kind of thing. And you guys are able to have as much drink. And once the wolf comes around, food. Though not exorbitant amounts of food, because it seems like they are very low. And that's one of the things that you notice is that she's openly cutting up this wolf in front of each of you, skinning it and taking all of the meats and making sure that nothing goes to waste. You all share a large piece of this wolf, and it's cooked very well. But what would you like to do?
I'd like to say, just before we get no more roleplay, Arxes, you all start to see a very different side of Arxes. As he continues to drink, he starts laughing and smiling more. And he's like, he goes from Arxes, and I'm having a tough time, to like, oh my gosh, yes. And he's just like, the classic, like, please, more, yes. And he drinks, he doesn't eat much because he understands that food is low. He's getting that vibe, but he will drink as much as before until they cut him off, essentially.
Beatrice sits impatiently while everyone's merrymaking, really waiting to bring the conversation back around to the Thanes. Just like eats slowly, waiting for like a pause. So I think we all would really like to know a little bit more about these Thanes you were talking about.
Oh, sure. Well, there are several Thanes. Honestly, I don't know if I remember it. All the Thanes.
Yeah, I can give you a quick synopsis of them.
Yeah, that would be great.
Last
There
time.
are 3 Thanes. Go ahead, Vaughn.
No, I was saying it's class time. I'm ready to
class
learn.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get the notes out.
There are 3 Thanes, each specifically towards the 3 main landscapes within Barovia, and possibly further out, but Barovia is encompassed in this wall of mist. So, one is the Forest Fane, the Seeker. The next is the Swamp Fane, or the Weaver. And the other one, which is a very similar sounding person, is the Mountain Fane, which is the Huntress. The person that you see a statue of at the center of this temple. Starting with the Huntress, she is focused on the idea of... One sec. She is focused on death. Not in the sense of like the bad side of death, but more of like a nature-based type of death where it's a natural part of the life cycle. You live, then you die, then you live, then you die. She is also a supporter of hunting, understanding the ecosystem and needing to keep certain animals in check to save the rest in a sort of way of kind of keeping nature in check.
You can say it. No, you want to. Go ahead.
No, we're good.
Yeah.
That is the Huntress. That is the Huntress.
It's the circle of life.
The circle of life. Anyways, so the Weaver is over the Swamp Fane, or the swamps. She's the Swamp Fane. She is more representative of the past. She's kind of like it says a librarian pretty much of everything that has happened within this area. She is the keeper of the past, and she is the weaver of it as well. And the Forest Fane is the seeker. She is a representative of the future. She also is represented through ravens. She is the Forest Fane. She controls the forest, but a more overarching idea of who they are is basically nature gods within Barovia. It seems like they are more ingrained in the forest folk life, where, Katya, you saw the side of Sorsha's druidic circle being more focused on Strahd. There is a distinction now between the forest folks' different circles. One thinks that Strahd has come and completely obliterated the forest folk, or the Fanes of Barovia, completely taken them out, taken over their powers, and is now the Fane of Barovia. There are some, in this case, that still believe in the old gods, the Fanes of Barovia, though they may not be as apparent, as involved as they were. It's still very clear that they're involved in some sort of way, because you get a feeling that this tree, this entire village, wouldn't be here if they weren't. That's a general idea of this.
Have I ever heard of these things before in any sort of reference?
Go ahead and do a history check.
Okay.
Have I, for whatever reason, with my weird mom?
14.
A good question.
You've heard of the Fanes of Barovia, but not in depth. You've kind of heard, like, the Seeker, the Weaver.
They died.
The Huntress.
They're
They
gone.
died.
Turns out Bubba the Saga was the Weaver.
God, she would be.
My bad, y'all. I killed
Vaughn.
y'all's god. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do a history check as well.
Okay.
Okay.
When I accidentally kill a god.
11. Yeah.
Kind of the same idea. You've heard of the Fanes, but you haven't really heard any details specifically about them. Yeah.
So this is the village that still believes in the Fanes. And my village that I came from, my father believes that Strahd was the Fane of all Fanes, that he destroyed the other ones, and that's why my village worshipped him.
The
And-
Thaniest.
And now you sort of align with all of this.
I wouldn't say now. Ever since my birth, I've known that my father was wrong. Everything that he taught and did around the village, I did not agree with, which was why he tried to sacrifice me. But this does, you're right, it does in line with my beliefs, and I believe that these are my people.
I see. And do they imagine that these nature spirits are going to retake Barovia? Is that the plan, the goal?
I would imagine so, Jonny.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that's what I would think, that, like, that's what Sorsha's working towards.
Right. Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. I would say that, yes, that is what we all hope, and that is what I hope to achieve when we fight Strahd and kill him.
So it's not like these people are dead set on restoring their power. They seem to be pretty stable. Like they've pretty much anchored themselves here, and they believe in the Fanes, they worship them, and they don't really think about too much of, like, we're gonna go kill Strahd to restore their power. It's more of just like, this is the way things are. We are going to worship them, but you definitely do feel a pull to restore their power, as Sorsha does.
I would say, like, I do. Yeah.
Right,
I know
yeah.
that after everything I've gone through, I'm sure.
Correct.
Just like the little hobbits of Barovia. Yeah. This is this is basically how it is, yeah.
That's well, that's just wonderful. I love that. I love that for y'all. Very
I
much
think
so.
you need a nap.
No,
You're being weird, Arxes.
I'm very much fine. I don't know what you're talking about. But question.
Sounds a lot nicer than what we have now.
Question.
It's just weird.
Do you know of any other gods or things of that nature besides the Thanes and or Strahd?
I don't think so. Would I?
No, it's just the three of them and then
Yeah.
Strahd.
No.
Well, that's another question's unanswered. All right. No, yeah.
This structure is quite old. Do you know any sort of origin for when the commune was established, where it may have originated?
See Claudia coming by with plates of meat as she sets him down on the table. Long time ago. Long before people were here and took over the valley. Long time ago. Thousands of years.
So your people are not necessarily from Barovia, or the Fanes are not necessarily, they were here when the mist first rose, I assume.
Right.
And do you have any sort of written records, things that might illuminate what might have happened? Information on the mist, as people who have seen both sides of it.
There aren't anybody that has seen both sides of it. At least not living yet. But
No.
back then, I mean, I'm sure there's some records, but the mountain speaker, she would have them, and she's not seeing anyone, so.
And why would that be?
Busy. Valtor is taking over everything. Honestly, Sabrina has really just abandoned the town, it seems. She's become more of a recluse. Valtor has really stepped up to take on the everyday dealings of Moonshade, but even he has limits to his power when it comes to the mountain speaker, Sabrina. So you could give it a shot. Down back the way you came, near the trunk, the stairs that go up into the trunk. That's where she is.
Is there any reason she went into seclusion?
Not that I know of. Valtor says that she's very busy, but I think he's just being humble.
What they say about mountains, they move quickly, is the adage. Translation error, I'm sure. Now, if that's somebody that's possibly an ally to us, might know something about the history of Barovia in a broader sense, I think that'd certainly be someone to talk to. Anyone else have any suggestions, dealings we're planning to deal with while we're here?
That sounds as good as lead as any. We should probably talk to the Volturi guy or whatever before we do that, just to make sure we got all bases covered, you know?
That is okay with me, but I think I would like Arxes to take a nap.
Do you not like drunk Arxes?
If you all would like, there are rooms that Cole has put on his tab for each of you.
Oh.
So.
I cast lesser restoration on myself.
Let me know. All right.
Huh?
Yeah. That's fine. All right, I was having fun. Whatever. Yeah. No, but I do agree with what Drunken said. It'd probably be good to understand why this person went into seclusion before we go bursting in their door.
I mean, presumably if this is a temple to one of the Fanes, then there would be another temple here to potentially the Weaver, where we could learn more history and things of the ilk, if that is the thing that Beatrice is interested in.
Certainly, though I understand that the Weaver, as a matter of history, was related to the swamp. Is that correct?
Yes.
So why the mountain speaker? Is Sabrina, is she associated with the mountain god, or?
She's the only one.
The only one what?
There's only a mountain speaker. There's no, swamp speaker or forest speaker. It's only mountain speaker.
The swamps have a lot of interesting things to say.
I would imagine that Sabrina is the basically in the same position that Gladia is? Like the main high priest?
Kind of. She's more of like the town leader, or at least she was before she went into seclusion. Voltor's
What's
kind
the
of
title?
yes,
The title for like the
correct.
leader. Okay,
the closest to the Mountain Fane, the Huntress.
got it. Because you worship that one here, the mountain thing. Yes.
We worship all of them, but this one, the domain, this branch was created by the Huntress. So
Got it. Okay.
that is why we have built a temple to her. And then you have the Journey, which is the Forest Fane, and then you have the Web, which is the Swamp Fane, the Weaver. That's the lowest one. And the Journey is the second one, but
And there is a temple there, yes? Presumably with another high priest such as yourself?
Yes. The Web has a temple to the Swamp Fane and to the Weaver, but the Journey has a temple to the Forest Fane, and you should not go there.
Why
It is
not?
haunted.
Oh.
Haunted.
About what?
Yes. No one really knows. There is just writing that showed up within it, and people are in blood. The head priest there died of unknown causes, and we don't know what happened.
Is the writing in Druidic or another language?
It is within Druidic.
Okay.
Do you know what it says?
I don't know. Everybody says that I'm going to kill you, and I'm watching you, and
The classic ones, yeah.
of course, things, you know how
The things
rumors
that ghosts
are. No one
always
has
write.
gone in there in ages, so
How long is ages? Years? Decades?
not
Centuries.
ages. I made it sound a little more crazy than it was. Probably about a couple months.
Oh,
Any
it's pretty
chance that
long
time's
compared.
up with your mountain speaker going into seclusion?
A little later. Probably only about 3 weeks.
Oh,
It's a pretty close time
couldn't be
period.
related.
Possible.
Yes, it's... Honestly, if you're asking me, I think that we're being cursed by the Fanes, but
Why? Why would they curse
Look
you if you're the
around.
only ones that believe in them?
look around, and you look within this small place, and it is pretty dead. There's no one that worships them anymore. We haven't had true visitors, and
Well, do you hand out pamphlets and brochures? Do you
no,
make yourselves known to communities around you?
we
realize-
don't speak
I've
to other
lived my-
communities. I would very not like to speak to other communities.
I mean, that's understandable.
The hunters come back and tell me what they have seen sometimes, and sometimes they don't come back at all. So that's enough for
That's
me.
Barovia.
Yeah, you walk out and you don't always walk back in. So, cursed, seclusion, no people coming into worship. Sounds like a classic case of somebody's messing with y'all's stuff.
If you can find someone that is doing it, that would be wonderful. It would help our town, but
But
Maybe.
nobody has, and it's creepy things have been happening for, as I've said before, months.
well,
Sorsha, have you seen any of this creepiness?
Have I? I know I've had my weird dreams, but
You've seen some weird things. Go ahead and do just a perception check. We'll go with a perception check, just to see what you've seen.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
open. Thank you.
Some people act a little weird every once in a while. 11 perception.
Yeah.
Some people act a little weird every once in a while, but I mean, most of it just seems almost like superstition, kind of. Like, they say that it's a curse, but like Arxes said, it's something else that's going on. It seems like there's some other culprit. Doesn't seem like the thing that a Fane would do.
Okay. So I'll relay some of that information to them. Everyone just kind of seems a little distance occasionally, but not like a whole lot. So I don't know if there's anything too weird, but I have been having this dream where I'm following a kitty cat and like it goes down into like a tunnel and then something jumps out at me. And that's as far as I could get. I can't find this cat here. So, I mean, if you see a cat, let me know.
Where's this tunnel? Is it within
Keep
the
an eye
tree,
out.
or what's the environs?
This is within a tree. Yeah, it's in this tree. I just can't seem to find it anymore. In my dreams, the cat leads me straight to it.
And the cat is waking you from wherever you've been staying?
No, I think I just kind of like drop in. It's
Like
a
any dream. Yeah, any dream where you just
it's just
appear somewhere.
You spawn.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I just like the dream just like puts me at this one place, and then there's this cat, and I follow this cat, and I think it's trying to lead me somewhere to talk to the Fanes. I could be wrong, but I don't know. That might be the answer, but I can't seem to find this cat anywhere, and I've looked all over.
Well, you haven't looked with us, and then Arxes stands up and starts walking out.
So we have to find a cat
how late is
and a
it?
creepy ghost.
You guys got there about midday, so I would say with all of the events that have happened and all of the talks, it's getting into the evening. So the sun is starting to set behind the still clouds above you, but you can actually see that the tree continues past the mist cloud. But yeah, the sun is starting to set. The day is starting to come to a close, but you are able to leave if you would like.
Arxes is trying to find this Volturi. I don't remember his name. Yeah, there we go.
Got it.
Vulva.
No idea where. He's gonna wander around
Sure.
until he
I'll
finds
go
an
catch up
important
with
looking
him,
person.
and I'll just stand and follow Arxes out.
Okay. All right. With that, we're going to go to break so that we can figure out what we're all doing here. While we're on break, we are going to be giving away a free copy of Capers for Roll20. It is the Superpowers Prohibition. If you want to do good or bad, up to you. You are now gifted those superpowers, so it is your decision what you would like to do. So, with that, all you would have to do is put in the code word !Moonshade. It'll be in the chat. Go ahead and enter if you would like. Other than that, we will be back in 15 minutes. See y'all soon.
Bye.
back, everybody. Nobody joined. Nobody wants capers. That's okay.
That's such a cool game, y'all. Come on.
Sounds fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a stream on that.
Super powered bootleggers. I'm down.
Right?
I'm down for it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, besides that, sounds like Arxes and Beatrice is going to find Valtor. Anybody going to join?
I will also go with.
Katya is
I guess
going.
we're gone.
Yeah, I guess we'll tag along in the back.
Von and Sorsha tagging along in the back.
Yep.
You continue down the domain branch, heading towards the center of this large tree. Is there anything you would like to do on your way over?
I would like to ask Von a lot of questions.
Yes.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So
Okay.
your mom
Yes.
was
Baba
Baba
Saga.
Saga.
Yes.
Okay. And your brother is Von or is Strahd?
Yes. Both of my brother, yes, is
Oof.
Strahd, yes.
Okay. So like how do you here? Are you also a vampire?
No, that whole thing is a new kind of surprise. I didn't exactly know that he was a vampire, I suppose. I crawled my way out of Baba Saga's belly with my claws, and then I was here.
It's fucking raw.
Okay.
I
so
birthed myself.
Whoa.
I birthed
I
myself.
ripped and I ate my way out.
Sure. As anyone does. Okay.
As one does.
Yes.
So you full blown claws. So you were like a
Mhm.
toddler with claws?
Yes.
Or were you like born like this? Were you
No,
this
no,
size?
I've grown to this height. I mean, I
Okay.
was, from my understanding, a very freakishly tall child as well. But
How tall are they?
7'9".
Okay.
But
So you're
they
saying-
walk very crouched, so it
Okay.
comes to about like, I would say maybe like 5'10", 6 foot.
Oh, wow.
It's super hunched.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're eye to eye then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that is very interesting.
Yes.
Okay. So like
hmm
you could put your hand into your lips.
Yes, I can do this as well. I break my finger off and I hand it to Sorsha.
Never gets old.
And I'm gonna. Then Vaughn speaks in your mind and goes, "I can talk to you like this if you're holding my finger."
Does this work if I like give you another finger, like somebody else's finger? Can you attach that too? And then you just like have like a bunch of parts from like other things. What if I give you like a bare foot, and then you could you like run like a bear?
No, but I would love to wear it on my hands like mittens.
Bare hands.
Bare paws
Your bare hands.
with your bare hands. Oh my god, that's so good. I'm just gonna be like,
Elvir says this, of course.
yeah, of course. I'm just gonna look at him and just be like, this is so cool. You have to be like the coolest person like I've almost ever met. And then like, could we just like start doing experiments on what you can and can't do? And then like, that would be super. What if you threw your ear at someone, right?
Mhm.
So the finger lets you talk into their brain. But if you throw an ear at them, can you take your ear off?
Oh, I can take my ear off. Yes, basically I could rip off any small part of my body, and it would do the same thing that has done.
Okay, so if you took your ear off and you threw it somewhere, could you hear what people are saying?
I could scry on the location. Yes.
And then she just keeps talking really fast forever.
Sure. You all walk down this not winding, pretty much straight branch back towards the trunk of this tree. People walking by, kind of staring, but continuing on their way. You see another lift on your right that goes down to the lowest branch, the web, the swamp fanes territory. And then you see another to the left that goes down to the forest type branch, which is the level below. You come to the platform at the center of the tree, looking around, seeing this as a bit of a market type setup. People are walking around selling different totems and different types of items. Some you have no idea what they're used for. Some you get an inclination based off of the appearance of them. But here you are, and where are you going looking for Voltor?
I'm just walking around until I see somebody important, you know?
Okay.
and
All
until
right.
I'm like, okay, like that person
Sure.
seems like super important.
Okay.
I'm just going anywhere.
All right. And go ahead and do just a perception check.
Got it. Perception. It's a 9.
Disgrace.
I don't know what the D&D equivalent of disgrace would be, because perception obviously sounds like deception.
Right, yeah, no, I got it. That's
Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out either, so I just played it straight. Continue.
Anyways, perception 9. You don't see anybody that looks too important around you. You do see the place that you were told the mountain speaker was staying, which is this stairway that goes up this side of the trunk about 30 feet up into a platform where you see an entryway entering the trunk itself. You see guards that wear these deer skulls on their heads, holding spears and wearing a type of leather armor with coated with camouflaging type dirt and leaves. But as far as important people in this town square type area, you don't really find any. More importantly, people start giving each of you a wide berth, as they don't know who you are, and they don't know why you're here. So you don't see them, but they see you. As you continue looking through the crowd until each of them giving you wide berths, you finally turn to find a group of guards behind this very well-dressed man. He wears a gown that has a long train behind him, this green, glittering gown dress of sorts made from leaves and moss and kept together through vines. You can see sparkles from small types of gems that have been sewed into this dress. And as he walks forward, his arms crossed in front of him, very regal, he looks to each of you and says, "Who are you?" In Druidic. And seeing
Hello.
some confusing faces, he casts something until it finally takes hold. And then he readjusts himself, his hands going behind his back. And now each of you understand. Who are you? And then he looks to you, Sorsha. Back at them.
This is my family.
I see. Was your mother not your only family?
There are different types of family than just blood relatives. These are the ones that have kept me safe, and I have kept them safe. And now they are here.
Yes. Another.
I know who he is, right?
You do know who he is. You met Voltor when you first came here.
Yeah.
And he was the one that sent you to fix the water filtration and all of that stuff to begin with. And so he looks over, counting. Five new people coming to Moonshade. This is quite an odd week.
I step forward.
You see the guards stepping forward as well. You
Not
can
super
see their
close to, just in front
sure,
of
but
our
it's
group.
just the idea of you like stepping forward. They seem to be on edge currently. You could see like their war paint type camouflage of like green and black and brown all over them as they come forth with their spears in hand. He kind of puts a hand up, looking towards you.
I'm holding myself in a very similar manner as him. Not like the same, but with the same like presence. You know?
Sure. Yeah.
And I do not ever lose eye contact with him as I speak. Where is this one that you call the Mountain Speaker?
Do a persuasion check.
Don't mind if I do. It's a 21.
21.
Ooh.
Damn.
Though it's not a huge success, it definitely doesn't invoke hostility. As he looks to you, kind of looking you up and down. Why?
Well, I hear that she is indisposed and was formerly in your position. I would like to know why someone who leads their people would abandon them in a time of need, as such I've heard.
She has not abandoned us.
Did she?
She is working very deeply into the tomes of the Fanes, finding why our town has been cursed. It would do you well to watch what you say in our home.
At that point, I'll just walk up and touch Arxes's arm. And you'll have to forgive some of my friends. They're a bit more direct.
Your family.
Family are friends, yes. We have all been through very much, and we are needing answers and support from the Fanes. And Arxes, though very direct about it, we do wish to talk to you, the Mountain Speaker.
Sorsha, go ahead and do a persuasion check.
Oh, she is
It's
not
very
good
high
at that.
DC, unfortunately, but
Can I, as she's saying that, could I have chimed in something?
sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, right at the end, I want to chime in. Is there a reason you wouldn't want anyone speaking with your speaker as the one who's taken over her post? It seems a little, I don't know, odd to try and close her off from the world.
Especially
Intimidation?
especially as
Yeah.
before we just brought you a huge hunt.
9, not good.
Let me try. I say, we do not mean to intrude on your society or to impose. We only want to help and to learn about your culture and try to have a good relationship with the things
Good.
and your people.
Then you will know that speaking directly to the Mountain Speaker requires a lot more than just killing a wolf. If you are wanting to speak to the Mountain Speaker, then prove yourselves here.
Do you know of the witch Bavala Saga?
I am not aware of anyone that lives outside of Moonshade.
That's not cool. It's not like a cool thing to say.
You do now. What would you have us do?
Well, there is quite a long list of things that you can do to help our town. Speak to Claudia within the Temple of the Huntress. She may need you to go hunting. We are in a short supply of food. Or the Temple of the Weaver is in need of renovation.
Is that the one that's haunted? Again, I don't break eye contact this entire time.
He does, but in a way, not like he's backing down, but in a way that he's just like, oh my god, this fucking guy, right? He's just... No.
I'm a king, I hold myself as such.
Sure.
Okay.
During this, I would like to try and connect to Kavan.
Okay.
To see if maybe he has a way of furthering this conversation in a positive manner, I guess, or a way that convinces Valtor that we are needing to speak to Sabrina.
Okay. How would you like to ask Kavan?
Oh God, how am I going to word that? Hello, my best friend, Kavan. We need to convince this man that we need to speak with the Fanes. Please help.
Does he know that you are a champion of the Fanes?
How do I show him that I'm the champion of the Fanes, though? Yeah, she's very uncertain about being the champion still.
Right. I can only speak to you. Maybe show him great feats that only a champion of the Fanes can do. I'm sorry, I can't be of more help. It just, kind of stuck in a spear.
So we're back to prove yourself.
Okay.
I'm struggling to figure out what Kavan would be able to do in order to help. I mean, he, like I said, he is stuck in a spear. He doesn't have any knowledge.
Okay. How would you prove that you were the champion of the Fanes?
I would figure out what the fuck is happening with the temple that's haunted. That's my personal idea. There's something weird going on.
Okay, Kavan, thank you for being my best friend. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye, bestie.
Come on, please.
I will turn to Arxes, and in Sylvan, I will say, I think our best bet is to actually go to the Haunted Temple. You can trust me on this.
The Haunted Temple?
Oh, did he just understand all fucking languages? Okay.
He does, indeed.
I think we're spelled to understand all languages.
I assume it's like comprehend languages or something.
Yeah.
It's tongues.
Tongues.
Yes.
Tongues.
But yes, pretty much.
I wish that's how you had to cast tongues. You just had to be like,
And everybody just understands somehow.
yeah.
No, it's I want you
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. The universal tongue.
Of course.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Arxes will look at Voltron and say, a good leader would solve their own problems, but if that is what is asked of us to prove, our wondrous nature to you, then surely we shall solve it better than you ever could.
I would like to see you try.
I feel like
Truly, I do. I would like to see you figure out what is going on with that temple so that we can continue to worship the Seeker.
Now, I do an insight check on that guy.
Sure, go ahead.
Can I ping a magic awareness just like kind of like as we're here?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, great.
Interesting.
Let's see.
It's just like a little like meh detect magic that I can do as a wild magic barbarian.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You can definitely sense that what they are wearing is magical.
Okay.
It is a transmutation type magic. And they also have earrings that are magic. These are, what would that be? Abjuration, I guess.
Okay. I want
Seems like he has some magical stuff on him, so. But
Curious.
he just right, Sorsha, your insight. 15. He's kind of in a pickle. On one hand, you've told him, and one of the main reasons why you were even let in was because that, he saw something in you that was like, okay, I can let you in. But now there are 5 other people that he has to worry about in a town that literally never gets visitors. So, and not only do they now have 5 new visitors, but they have 5 strange, different kinds of people, right?
I mean, I got horns with flames on top of them.
Exactly, right? You have a tiefling, you have a hex blood that's 7'9".
Rat's along his back, yeah.
So he is
Damn
in a
it.
position where he needs to
7
keep
foot
some wall up. This is not how you first met Voltor. Voltor was a lot more understanding.
Okay.
But it seems like he's very much in a position of, I don't know you, so I'm not going to be super nice just yet.
Okay.
Cool.
And I'm definitely not helping, so it's fine.
No,
Definitely
no.
not. No.
No.
You are,
No.
in fact, making it worse, but that's how Arxes is, and it's fantastic.
Nah.
But
Hey,
he just,
gotta be
just-
me.
True to character.
truly, I wish that you are able to figure it out. Truly. And if you do, come find me. Tell the guards, and he looks up to the platform that's 30 feet above the entrance that goes into the trunk. He looks up to that and says, tell one of the guards. They will come get me. And do not try to make your way in. There is more than guards there to keep you out.
I've killed more than guards anyway. He doesn't say
Okay,
that out
but
loud, but he
Arxes-
says it in his
okay.
mind.
Sure.
Jesus Christ. We're gonna get murdered.
I've killed
Yeah,
so
He has
many
mind
people.
reading. He hears
Do
you
not
say that when he
mind
says
him.
die. No, I'm just kidding. But
I've
he
killed
just
so many people already.
I will again squeeze Arxes' arm. Thank you, Walter. We will not disappoint. I can promise you that.
I would hope not.
Mm.
Give your best to your mother for me. He turns around and begins walking away. The guards taking a moment before finally 2 of them in the back go. The next, until the final one turns and walks, following. And you are left pretty much alone at this point. You look around and all of the Moonshadians are gone because they didn't know what the fuck was about to happen.
Coming on to my mom. You're not my dad. Yeah. Arxes, Kavan says that he thinks the best way to move forward is to go to the haunted temple. And then I think that's probably where we're going to find our next answers.
The deal has been made, so
It's an
let it
intriguing
be.
lead, anyway.
That man, was he, I don't know, how did he exactly come to power? I know the other stepped down. Was he her assistant, her son?
Valtor seems to be like an assistant to the mountain speaker. Sorsha.
He seems to be relishing
Yes.
his moment.
He's carrying a lot of magical things for someone who was previously just an assistant.
Incompetent leaders have no respect from me.
All right, cool it.
I think
Go get a drink again.
You know you
Please.
did something wrong when Vaughn is the one to tell you to cool it. That is fucking good.
None of you liked the way I was when I was drinking either, so I assume
It was uncomfortable in a different way.
I think from my experience that I've had with Valtor, I think that there's a lot of pressure on him. I think he's just trying to do the best that he can. And you have to realize that this town has had almost no visitors in centuries, decades. And now suddenly they have a whole team of very unusuals. And I think he's just on guard.
I understand his hesitation. It's not... I get why he wouldn't want to divulge all of his secrets to us right away. Look at it this way, Arxes. This way we get to go into a cave and kill something.
I want them all.
I have things that I want to say, but I feel as if you all disagree, so I will keep them to myself.
Now you have to say them.
Oh, okay.
I actually appreciate that instinct. I think that's a good one to go with.
If you want to hear them, I will say them. I have no problem with it. But just incompetent leader. One, be prepared for anything. As a leader, you should expect everything, and therefore be prepared for all of it. Two, if he's just annoying. I knew the moment he walked up, he was going to be a douchebag. So
He did come across as rather childish.
I can't disagree, but sometimes, you have to give in a little and just work with them to get what you really want.
I never expected him to tell me everything about what's happening here, although I did not expect for him to be so above his station when he speaks.
Well, I will say, Arxes, that since I've been gone, there has been a lot of personal growth. So I will commend you on that.
Oh, thank you. I'll work at it. I'd like to think use a lot of your influence, actually.
But speaking of influence, where's Leilyn?
She...
She's staying with her mother.
Uh-oh.
Vaughn's also gone.
Vaughn.
Vaughn is back.
Vaughn is back.
I thought something changed. I was like, what?
I have no clue what just happened, so.
Everything
Follow their
happened.
mother. They're at the winery. They're safe.
Oh, good. That is good.
Yeah, I do not know why she wished to stay, but I worry that it is me that have said something again. But that's neither here nor there. Not your problem to worry about. But we do have a haunted cave to do with, and I do love killing ghosts.
So,
Which I know doesn't make any sense, but, they can die again. It's true.
with that,
It's like a final death.
Yeah.
you all begin to go to which lift? There is the Elder Lift, which you had taken up. You can see now at the top of this large platform, the wolf that you had killed is now being drudged along towards the temple that's all the way over there. And you also knew that there was another lift that had gone from the domain down to the journey branch. It's up to you.
Well, you're the one that heads directly there, right?
OC, it'd probably be good if we got some rest because I cast a few spells and I need some smites.
So then first thing in the morning then?
Yeah. Let's not go into a spooky ghost cave in the middle of the night.
Sure.
Underpowered.
What? That's when they're going to be the most active.
True.
We can sleep until tomorrow night. You know,
I mean,
we can
They're
do
in the
that.
dark of the cave. They don't care.
In the dark of the night.
Yeah.
People will find you.
Thank you.
It's okay. I
So,
got dark vision, so it's fine.
I imagine
but,
you
know.
guys are going to be helping bring the wolf to the temple since that's probably where you're heading back, I imagine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Fast forward, you all make it back to the temple, and is there anything you would like to do before your long rest?
I
I'm
would
just gonna
like-
just chill with my boyfriend. Sorry,
Cool.
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I want to try and find a place with a viewpoint, like a balcony or something that has a view of the mist wall, if that's possible.
Sure, yeah, this is actually the best view of the mist wall. This and the journey would be the best view of like the corner of the mist wall, which isn't really a corner, it's more of like a rounded edge, but regardless, this is probably the highest point on the tree that is civilized, and you're able to go to the very edge of the branch if you'd like to see not only the mist wall, but the view of the mountains and a lot more further out. It is very dark, so even though you're able to see the large forms of the mountains and the snow atop them kind of reflecting the moon, the mist wall looks very dark. It's like what I imagine in my head is just this roiling storm almost of just mist that continues to climb up, almost like a wall, like the crabs that try to climb on top of each other. This mist continues to roil up until it eventually falls and returns back to the ground. Behind it, you had seen figures before that seemed to be looking at you and also walking around, and bigger figures, smaller figures. You still see the same, except now up in this height, the figures' shapes have changed. It's not humanoid anymore. It's more monstrous, deformed, angled, and curved, all sorts of different creatures that are on the other side of this wall, seeming to try and get in, but facing the same sort of difficulty as you getting out.
How far is it? It's like a couple miles off, is that correct?
From here, I would have to check my map, but it's a few miles, yeah.
Okay. I bring Cosette off my neck and I attach one of the Eldritch cannons to it, set as a flamethrower.
Okay.
And I have it just start flying in the direction of the wall. I know I'll lose sight of it.
So by a few miles, it is about from here to the more western side, it's about like 15-ish. To the southern side and like that curve, it's about like 20.
Oh, dang. So I probably wouldn't
it's
even be
pretty
able
far.
to see them at that distance.
Nor would you be able to like really
know what's going on.
know what's happening even if you did send Cosette, and Cosette would take
Yeah.
like an entire day
a while
almost
to get
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Well, then never mind.
Okay.
I sort of just like aim the gun in the direction, like watching down the barrel.
It's like tracer shots.
Yeah.
Just
Well, that's what I was wondering, if I had something that could like shoot into it, and the most I could think was like,
It's not that close to the mist wall. Like
yeah,
in general of Barovia, you guys are very close, but
Right.
it's not to the point where, you know, you can like reach out and touch it almost. It's
right.
still bit further out.
Yeah. I just think I stay up there for a while, watching it.
Sure. While she does that, Vaughn.
Could I go to the market? Like the open market that there was?
Around this time, people are starting to kind of dissipate, returning to their homes, but you were able to catch, like, if you're going like right after getting back to the temple, you turn back around, begin making your way towards the town square. You're able to catch a few people, but
I want to try
stairs for sure.
Yeah, I know.
But that's nothing new.
In my broken, like, you know, my Sylvan like druidic thing, I'm just gonna try to see if I can barter for like some pretty flowers or something.
Do a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
No. A 6.
They just kind of stare.
How long does tongues last?
There's
I think it was only
Tongues was cast on Voltor.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, they casted it on themselves so that they could talk to all of you.
I pull out a like piece of like tanned flesh and I like draw a little picture of a flower.
That is where they start packing up their things and they just say, like, they put their hands up.
No,
like,
it's not bad. No.
And they just start backing away.
If they weren't weirded out by Vaughn before.
Yeah, right. It's the tanned skin.
I dejectedly just walk back. I keep an eye out if there's any pretty like tree flowers.
There are.
Okay. Do I get the feeling that it would be bad of me to grab one?
Do a perception check.
Okay.
Do you feel like it would be bad? That's up to Vaughn to figure out. Do they think? I don't know. But you look around and it's dark enough to where people aren't looking.
Okay. I'll try to like sneakily grab a.
Sure. Go ahead and do a sleight of hand check.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say stealth, but okay. That's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you kind of look around. You take a small bundle of flowers.
Okay.
Nice, pretty, like, in between, like, it's like an orangish with white swirls that go through it. Pretty full flower, almost like a sunflower is what I'm thinking of as it, like, kind of curves through it, giving it almost like a sunshiny look, more than a sunflower does. Like, it actually looks like they're rays in this one.
Nice.
The whole tree just starts falling apart.
Yeah. I guess I'll make my way back to where we're staying. Do I know who's staying in each room? Or no?
I would say that by this time you're probably returning and people are still awake. I don't imagine... Well, Beatrice is off.
Yep.
I imagine Arxes is going right back to that mead.
Actually, Arxes was going to go find Beatrice, but that's for a later thing.
I don't think that they're completely asleep, so you're able to regroup inside of there.
I was just gonna try to leave this at Beatrice's door, but if I don't know which door it is, then
Beatrice is not checked in yet. Like, she doesn't have a room just yet.
Okay.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I might have dropped stuff up out of room before going out to the branch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, Vaughn, you come back. Whoever is staying, somebody do a perception check. And then you could try and figure it out through osmosis.
I can do it. I wasn't...
Oh, okay. Sorsha's got it.
Yeah. Sorry.
19.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, you would know that
Nice.
third door on the right is Beatrice's.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yes.
Just interject with Elvira and Sorsha kind of talking about whatever's going on. And
Hello, do you know which room Beatrice put her stuff in?
I believe that it's that room over there. if you're gonna go in there and she's not in there, I imagine it's just be careful. She's
I
kind of
wasn't
a
going
wild
to go
card.
inside. I don't want to make her
Okay.
more upset than I have already. Thank you for. I'm sorry to interrupt. Goodbye, best friends.
Bye, best friend. So anyways,
Goodbye.
go back into their story. Vaughn, you sneakily approach the door of Beatrice's room. Go ahead and do a stealth check, just in general.
Oh man.
Oh, bad.
Oof.
10. That's not terrible.
Not stealthy enough.
This room
Take
is
your feet off and
quite empty, so it's not hard to miss a 7'9" hexblood walking around.
Yeah.
Claudia kind of gives you a look, but thinks nothing of it. I don't know if anybody else sees you, but you make your way over.
Yeah, I set it down and then I go to my room and try to figure out what a bed is.
Probably like hanging
Sleep
off of
underneath it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
That's
I would probably just
the first thought that came to my mind is that you would go underneath.
Absolutely.
I curl up underneath it.
Not even underneath the bed. You would lift the mattress, go underneath the mattress, and let the mattress go on top of you. I
A
think
weighted
that's what
blanket.
you would do. Yeah, exactly. Like, is this
so
for protection?
Yeah.
Don't even fit the whole like thing that you're still like hanging at. It almost is like a
so
blanket, honestly.
So
Yeah.
good. Arxes, you said you were gonna go try and find Beatrice.
Yes.
She wasn't being sneaky about it when she left.
Arxes will just if there's like a railing, he'll just go up to it and like lean up against it. Like backwards though, like all cool. And he'll just go, "What you doing?"
I'm enjoying the view.
Are you looking at the mist?
Well, it's pretty much all we can see from up here. And I've never been quite, well, not in several years been this close to it.
You've got I'm not saying that it's unusual or anything, but you've got a really strong desire to leave this place, don't you?
I do. Don't all of us?
In some way, shape, or form. I don't necessarily want to leave it. My family's here, and I'm not sure they would want to come. There was a chance. Leilyn has said she doesn't want to go, actually, so. But, yeah, it's your business. You don't have to say anything, but is there a reason for that? Like, it's a strong desire, honestly. It's kind of more intense than most people I've seen. I've seen some pretty intense versions of that desire to leave. You know, people come through town to being trapped here. How do I eventually? They all just kind of give up. But I feel like there's no giving up for you.
If I have to give up, I might as well just jump from this branch. I don't have many options. Oh, thank you. Sorry. In and Out was just delivered to me. So I'm just going to put that aside. Sorry.
A random druid walks up and
hands me a
Claudia comes up. Claudia comes up.
Oh, thank
wait,
you. I
that's
had
right.
her bring
Not
this
in
up
the
for
back.
me. Sorry, terrible timing. Well, I'm not. If I've spent the time I need to in this valley, and I'm not going to get much out of being here. And I have a feeling that if I stay here, it will drain every ounce of myself I have left.
You know, you're not wrong about that.
You found a purpose here, hunting down Strahd, establishing your own sense of dominance. I sort of like give him's eye, like him like the once over as I say that. I do not have any desire to impress Barovia with my feats or my intelligence. I got what I could out of the country, and it's now my time to leave. And it has been made very clear to me that I do not have a future here as I thought I once did.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Honestly, you're spot on with a lot of things. I mean, very much almost everything you just said is what happened to me. But, I mean, if I may, really quick, you take with this what you will. Something I've learned in my, so whatever, 20 some odd years being here. For a long time, I was standing there, just broken, only thinking about going to the next day and keeping Leilyn safe. It wasn't until, I met everyone here that I started to think about it all. Sometimes our darkest moments could bring out the best of us. I'm not saying that you're not already the best version of you. I've only just met you. Something to be said about learning from it, I guess. Not that you needed that, it's just an old man saying shit. But I'll help you. As I said before, get out of here as best as I can. If somehow I do end up controlling these lands or some whatever dominance that Strahd has over it, I'll let you out. If we figure out some way before then, well, I wish you the best.
I appreciate that. I do appreciate how direct you are. I feel you and me, even though neither of us are actually from here originally, I do feel like, I don't know, maybe the two of us are actually the only two who are really cut from the cloth of Barovia. In a way, many of the others aren't.
I don't know much about any of that, but I do know that in some ways, the pain, whatever it may be that we've both experienced is done just that, maybe. Cut us from the cloth. Yeah.
Well, if I could think of a reason to stay, you have your people here. I have nothing and no one.
And you have us, for whatever that may be, for you, whether we're nothing or whether we're just a means to an end, or if you actually do care about us in some way. Either way, you found some people here who are, I don't know if you've noticed, but willing to risk their life to get you where you need to go. And that, well, like I said, it wasn't until I found these people that I realized there was some hope still left in this place.
I won't insult your intelligence, Arxes. I only came with you as a means to an end. And now it seems that end has moved farther down the line. So I found myself at a crossroads. As your ends are not exactly the same as mine, you would like to charge back into Castle Ravenloft and behead Lord von Zarovich, something that I would prefer not to be privy to. But if my only option for ridding myself of this land is doing that, then perhaps that end is worth the means.
All it takes is that first step. I'm pretty sure somewhere down the line you'll find out something else too. But until then, I do ask one thing, if I may impose upon you.
Go ahead.
Vaughn is rather distraught by whatever you two talked about. I don't ask that you make it so that your chums or whatever it is, but I find that resistance among team members like that, of that level, is not go a long way. So if you could, I'd very much appreciate it if you smooth things over with them.
I have no ill will toward him. But you see the kind of person I am. Do you really think that child needs someone like me in their life?
You know, that's the same thing when Leilyn was born. Turns out that it doesn't matter who. It matters that. If you know what I mean. But, you know, it's all up to you.
On my head. Well,
Have a good night.
Thank you.
And walk away.
Make your way back to the temple. Beatrice, do you stay for a little?
Yeah, I stay for a bit. Just watching whether the trees move, looking in the direction of the mist wall. I take out the alchemy kit that I still have in my pocket or in my stuff, and I unwrap it, and I take the look at the flowers that are still in there. I'll wrap it back up. And I'll walk and go back to bed at some point.
You return to the temple to find a small bundle of flowers just outside of your door. No doubt who it's from.
I look around. Is anyone else out here?
Arxes is drinking meat at the Just going ham.
I'd probably go to bed. I don't think I'd be out there.
Oh yeah, Elvira and I are retired.
She like stares down at them for a very hard moment, and then, not wanting to have anyone see them or pick them up, sort of like opens a door and kicks them into the room beyond. Sort of like letting them get like swept with her skirts into the room. Also not really sure if she wants to pick them up. And that's what she goes to rest.
Okay.
Locking the door behind her.
Of course. With that, you all finish a long rest, but before we get to the next day, we're going to end tonight's session there. We're going to pick up next week. Woo! I am so excited for this arc. This is all homebrew, so I'm so stoked to get it started.
It's going to be a great time. No, yeah.
So, thank you all for joining us. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was great. Great to have Devan back.
Woo!
Yeah,
So
back,
excited
Devan.
to have you back on at our
Round
table.
of applause.
It's gonna be so
There we
great. Thank you everybody that joined us today. Please consider subscribing or following, doing whatever. It's sharing it with your friends. Follow us on any of our social media. It's at TalkingXP all together. If you're watching the recording of the episode, thank you all so much, and make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. And if you're listening to the podcast, give us a 5-star review and get us to 10,000 listens hopefully soon. Yeah, outside of all of that, thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure to level up, and we will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Goodbye.